Kanna. Okay, you're the host now. Okay. Good evening, Priya, and good morning, everybody else connecting from US, and good evening to people connecting from India. I would like to introduce Priya Raj Narayan, who's my sister. She is a fellow garden enthusiast, nature lover, seed saver. I can like go on and on for the entire 1 hour. She's done her master's in business administration, and she is working in an export firm in Tirupur. She's a manager, and looks like her passion was always with nature. And this journey started when she wanted to provide healthy food for the family. So she just started for her own family, small kitchen garden, which started in her terrace, and then it just got expanded. Now the terrace space is like almost 1,000 square feet of garden space. And then she got into like sharing our heirloom seeds and all the native breed seeds, native varieties. So she had the necessity to spread with a lot of people, and then she needed a bigger space. So then she borrowed her neighbor's empty plot, which was like 3.5 cents, and then started growing there also. You can hardly like even imagine the kind of food that she produces in such a small space. Right from dragon fruit, you name it, she has it. And brinjal, I will let her tell the number of varieties she has revived as a seed saver. um, you will really, it's mind boggling. The numbers are like unbelievable. And she can even share some pictures from her because it's 8:30 in the night. She's not able to do a garden tour. And also this session is basically to encourage first time gardeners, as well as support like gardeners who has been doing it for a long time, but they're having a lot of issues and they are looking for quick home remedy. And during COVID times, it's very difficult to go outside. So I'll let Priya take over the session. And Priya, uh, hope you're all doing safe during the COVID times, especially in Tirupur. It's been having a major effect. So tell me, if a person wants to start a new garden, he has never done gardening, and now due to the pandemic, they're not able to go out to buy seeds or plants or the soil and everything. So okay, if I'm like a novice, then what is your recommendation?
Actually, if any person is new to kitchen garden, we can use the things which we are getting from our kitchen. I mean, seeds and the container used and the soil, what we are using, everything we taken from our surroundings. We could not buy anything from outside. That's what I'm doing. uh, can select the container like refrigerator boxes and that thermocol boxes, like water cans, and then rice bags you can use, or used cloth you can stitch like a bag and you can use as a container. Like that the container we can get which is nearer to us, which is available to us, and from scrap shops like that. Then we can the soil mix, you can use the soil mix which is nearer to your home, like any soil, any garden soil, no need to buy from outside. So use the soil from garden, any places. So from that you can mix cow dung. Most of people don't have cow dung, can use any animal waste like horse dung, like that, goat or sheep dung, everything like that. Then you can mix dry leaves which you can use in the soil. So dry leaves you are having then normal garden soil you can use. So mix everything and keep it for at least 20 to 30 days so that the microbes will grow in the soil. The soil should be very soft. Then you can use that soil, that container which you are collected from your nearby places. Okay. Then after that, you can fill the soil mix. Then use the seedings you can taken from your kitchens, like mustard, fenugreek, coriander, and the chili, dried chili. You can get a seed, chili seed from your kitchen. So you can use these seeds to make garden. I
Priya,
mean,
I
the
have a
initial
quick
stage you can
question.
planting it. Okay.
There are different methods of sowing seeds. So if you say coriander, what is the
Okay.
specific way you sow coriander seed?
Yes. If you are having the coriander seed, just you crush the seed in your hand, then you can sow in the soil. Before sowing, the soil should be fertile. What I told, as I told you already, the pot mixing, you can use the same to sow the seeds. Once soil, just you put a line mark like that, just a half inches depth. Then you can sow in a line by. Then you can close the soil, not very harder. It should be loose. So then after that, you can sprinkle water. Should not pour water in the containers. So till germinating, you can just spray the water in the soil. This is enough to grow coriander to get a good yield.
And thank you. So you can sow mustard, coriander, fenugreek, tomatoes, chilies, and everything, right? Even with your food, like if you're bringing in some fruits like cantaloupe, watermelon, you can try all those seeds, right? Do we have to do any treatment or just directly sow it? Priya? I think we lost Priya. She's just logging back in. Um, uh,
Like that.
yeah, looks like we lost you for a minute. Yeah, Priya,
And
I'm
also one
making
more
you the
thing.
host so you can share your screen if you have some pictures of
Okay.
the, you
Sure,
know,
sure,
starting kitchen garden.
sure. I will share once again.
So Priya, you're on mute.
Once again, I'm sharing.
So the viewers, like you can start collecting your seeds while you're listening to the session. You know, you can just go wild with your imagination, like open your Anjara Petti, see whatever you can try from there, even your whole moong dal, you know, whatever is not processed, whatever is like whole, I think you can start trying to germinate. And we can even do soilless cultivation. Like you really don't have to have soil. So you can put your kitchen towels and just moist it and then sprinkle your fenugreek or broken coriander seeds. And then, you know, you can see the plants germinate right in front of your eyes. It's a pretty interesting experiment, and kids will absolutely love it. Even with your veggies, like, if your beans are pretty thick, you can just open the pod, get the bean seed out, and then you can try to, germinate that. I think like a lot of us have done it in the school science experiment. So it'll be a good experiment to start with your children and everything. I think Priya has got her screen. So I will let her share a few of her pictures from her garden when she initially started. And then we will talk about like what are all the remedies we have to do, like when you have infection and the boosters and all that. Priya, go ahead and share some pictures.
Pictures, Teresina. It's
I can see
visible,
the
the
whole
picture.
gallery. I think it is a little slow for you, so it hasn't still opened it completely.
Is it open?
Not yet. It is like still, I cannot see. I don't know about the viewers. For you, did it open?
Yeah, it's open to me. What about the viewers?
Uh, I don't know. I'm on Zoom, so I'm not able to read the
Yeah,
live
Zoom can
comment.
be. Yeah, one second. Okay.
Okay, while it is opening, you can keep talking because people will
Only
be
now
hearing
control.
you anyways. Only thing they cannot see the.
அவங்களுக்கு தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது ஜூம் மீட்ல. So can you check the viewers can see? Yeah, this is the method, just keyhole forming. By using the land, if anybody having the land can use this type of method, keyhole forming. Can you see the picture? Hope
Mhm.
you all can view this picture.
Yeah, keep going, Kana.
Okay, like that. These are some pictures from my garden. Every day the harvest pictures you can see. The dragon fruit I'm having in my TG. It's from terrace garden. You can see the fruit. So this is on spices called pantha leaf or ramba leaf here. We told us. So it's good, very good aroma. So the passion, I mean the dragon fruit, which is harvested from my terrace garden. So these are type of bindi, elephantas cogra. These are cucumber. Everything is from my garden. So these are veggies. You can see few pictures. Everything can be possible. Why I'm showing this picture is everything possible in TG. So we can grow our own food from kitchen. I mean, from our home. So that's why I'm showing these pictures. So everyone is possible to grow. So
Um,
see, these are the rare varieties of veggies. Everything we are using only heirloom open pollinated seeds. We never used hybrid seeds or GM seeds.
okay,
So,
Priya, I have like few questions that the viewers have asked. Coriander
okay,
seeds, Sumati has asked if it should be in shady area or direct sun.
direction is best.
So we can keep in the
No,
window
no.
also, right?
Yeah. The window light is enough to grow coriander. While sowing, till the germination, it should be keep in a dancing shadow. After that, you can put dark sunlight.
So dancing shade, you mean is partial shade, right?
Yes. Partial shade.
Okay, and then Kanchana has a question like kitchen garden waste. I think we will come
Okay.
back to that a little later.
Okay.
Um, and also the water requirement, Gayatri, she wants to know about
Okay.
Ponnanganni. So Ponangani
Okay.
can be grown with the stems, right?
Yeah, the stem cutting is enough to grow Ponangani. The most of spinach is can grow through the stem cuttings. Actually, planting from your kitchen, the topic you told, the first topic, we can use the seeds like that. We can grow herbs, some leafy vegetables using store-bought kitchen scraps like the mint, spinach, celery, nightshade. These are we can grow through stem cuttings.
Okay. And maybe we can discuss that at the end of the session in propagation.
Okay.
Right, and also how you can get your seeds, like, you know, if you want to get other nati varieties like Anita has asked, you know, where we can find seeds and all that. Now Priya,
Okay.
moving on to the next session of the program, we're
Okay.
like, you know, okay, now we have started sowing, the plants are growing pretty well. um,
Okay.
Kana, can you turn? Okay, you're sharing the screen.
Okay.
Um,
Yes.
the
Yes.
plant
Yeah.
boosters, right? The plant obviously
Yeah.
has to grow. And we also need to know the issues with
Actually,
pest. You know, there are several varieties of pest. The pest that can chew on your,
yes. Yes.
there are pests that will suck on your chlorophyll content, like the sucking pest, aphid.
Okay.
Like there are, the pest issue itself is like several. And then
Yes. Yes.
you also
Actually.
have issues because of bacterial infection or viral infection, you know, fungal
Okay.
disease. So
Okay.
for a home gardener, you know, if
Okay.
they have to tackle any of this, what are all the basic
Okay.
things, you know, like you always have to have that you can prepare
Okay.
from your kitchen, you know, so you
Actually,
can
yeah.
go one by one, like for the pest management, for the
Okay.
other disease management and everything.
Yeah. Actually, I will tell you home. There are a lot of home remedies for pest control. Okay. So for that, each and every one is facing a lot of pests, mainly that mealy bugs like that, and then that yellow vein mosaic virus, something like that. Actually, we have we have lot of difference in organic farming and natural farming. Have to uh, have to know these things. Should be better. We have to know these two things. Organic farming is different from natural farming. What we are doing, it's plays a more, it plays a more role in that one. Okay. Organic farming is we can use hybrid seeds and also biofertilizers like that. But in natural farming, we never used hybrid seeds or biofertilizers like that. It's a basic difference.
Priya,
So
we cannot
we are
see.
doing.
Did you open any page? Because we are seeing just the file.
Oh, okay, okay. One second, one second. Yeah, yeah. One second. I will go see.
People don't want to be staring a blank screen. You know, we are
Okay, I
interested in
can
seeing
understand.
something.
Okay, okay, good. I will post some pictures. One second.
So with the preparation, I think you can show more than the
Sure.
garden
Okay.
pictures, you can show even the
Okay.
preparation, because that is what we are talking about now.
Okay, actually, for these pest remedies, I'm explaining you. Just you look at the picture. I
Okay.
mean, garden picture
Section
is
pictures and all that.
yeah, yeah. I will send you some PDF files separately regarding this session. Okay, and now I will tell you the remedies. Uh, Actually, prevention is better than cure for natural
And then
farming.
in that case, you can stop the screen share and you can just have your video on. So that way
Okay,
it's
fine.
much more
Okay,
engaging for the viewers. You know,
okay, good.
staring at the
Okay,
active
can
screen,
understand.
better to see you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's much.
Actually, for natural farm, yeah. Okay. Actually, for natural farming, prevention is better than cure. So, in soil mixing, we are using the garden soil and everything, cow dung, which prevents a lot. from some diseases. It also acts as some pest control too, like that. While after planting, if the leaf came 5 leaves to 6 leaves maximum, in that time, how to give some growth supplement, also some pest control, how to spray some pest control, I mean pest repellent sprays, like that. I will tell you what are the things we can use as a growth supplement and pest control. Once again. Normally we use, actually I'm closing my video since it's not stable to me. So I'm closing my video, will talk to you. First thing, the home remedy for pest control, I will explain you. There are a lot of home remedies for pest control. One thing is neem oil emulsion. Neem oil emulsion, you can use, you can bought a neem oil from any stores, can use, take 1 liter of water, add 5 ml neem oil, then spray to the plant. This can given each month, I mean monthly once you can spray this. Another thing, this is a normal for any pest. So prevention is better than cure. Every month you used to spray like this, the pest never come nearer. And also you can plant some other plants like some herbs like basil and like that. What do you call in Karpuravalli leaf? That you can plant along with other plants. That's a, it will act as a pest repellent. Like that, you can put some. Akka, can you hear my audio?
Yeah, we can see
It's
you.
unstable to me. Okay. So it will act as pest control to that plant. Like that, you can spray turmeric spray. Turmeric, each and every home have turmeric powder in our home. So you can take half teaspoon of turmeric mixed with 1 liter of water. You can spray all the plant. It acts as a growth supplement, also pest repellent. So you can spray neem oil emulsion or else turmeric spray, which you are available, which is available in your home. You can use it like that. Another thing, normally in bindi plant and then papaya plant, mostly each and everyone facing the problem of yellow vein mosaic virus. So in that case, if it is in initial stage, the normal turmeric water spray is enough. Otherwise, have to go for another step. That is turmeric and garlic spray. This how you can prepare means you can take 1 liter of water, 2 tablespoons of turmeric powder, and boil it. Then switch off the flame and add 7 or 8 crushed garlic pods. Okay. Then
If you
can
turn
you hear?
on your video, people can see. Otherwise, only my face is
Okay. Oh, okay.
live
I can
because we are
understand.
on the live. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Then okay. Actually, turmeric and garlic spray I already told, for especially for once the yellow vein mosaic virus is attack is defected, and the defect is you find out the defect, then you can use turmeric and garlic spray. Take 2 tablespoons of turmeric powder in 1 liter of water, then boiled it, then switch off the flame and add 7 or 10 crushed garlic pods. Then make it as that dilute. Dilution should be cool. It bring to the room temperature. In that solution, you can use. If you have 1 liter of water, then you add 1 liter of normal water. The garlic water spray 1 liter plus 1 liter normal water. Then mix it. Can spray to the attacked leaves only. So weekly once, how to do this weekly once. gap should be weekly once. So
Priya, do we
this will be
spray when in the morning and evening, or is it okay even if you spray
every,
during the sunlight?
no, it's better to spray on evening time before sunlight is better.
Okay. Yeah, because
Then
there was times when the leaf got burnt. You know, when you spray
yes, of
such
course.
things, even though they are dilute, if you spray during like full sunlight, the chances are it might burn the leaves. So it's always better
Yes,
to do earlier in the day or later in the evening.
that evening is better.
Okay.
And then another one thing, you can use bitter gourd emulsion. These are actually what I am telling. Everything is from home remedies only. So bitter gourd emulsion. We are using the bitter gourd emulsion. I will tell you how to prepare bitter gourd emulsion. You can take 100 grams of spoiled or scrap bitter gourd. Okay, since the good one is not cost effective, that's why I'm telling you the spoiled one. So take 100 grams of spoiled one and 100 grams of neem leaves. Okay, then 200 ml cow urine. If you could not get cow urine, can use animal urine like goat, sheep, or something like that. Okay, then add 200 ml water. Crush the bitter gourd scraps and the neem leaves. Then pour the water. Then the cow urine or any animal urine, I told you 200 ml. Okay, so keep everything and make it boiled. Then make it as cool. After that, the ratio you can use is 1 liter water for 100 gram of bitter gourd emulsion. So this way you can get a miracle result for the pest control. If the stem borer, then like that, these things will be get it off from the plants. So you can use. I'm telling lot of remedies. You can use which is available nearby you and which is very suitable to you. Uh, Everything belongs to you. So this one you can spray. Another one thing, normally people know about the 3G spray. Okay. What I'm doing is I never used water to prepare 3G spray. Okay. 3G preparation method, I'm telling you, take 100 grams of garlic and 100 grams of ginger, 200 grams of hot green chilies. Okay. Make all
Any
these
specific
as
variety
paste.
of green chili that you would suggest?
Pardon?
Any specific variety of green chili or
No. Not like that. Should be hot, very hot.
spicier
It's
variety?
better. Yeah, spicy variety. So you can use that. Paste everything, make it as paste and add equal quantity of, actually while grinding, have to use cow urine or animal urine. We never used water to grind to make it as paste. Okay, it's give a miracle result. So you can use cow urine or animal urine or horse, whatever animal available in your place. Okay, here we used cow urine only, so it give better result. And also tested horse urine, so it's better result, getting better result. And then make it as cool. Okay, after that you can use this 3G 30 ml 1 liter water, 1 liter water 30 ml, this 3G you can use for the plants leaves, from both the from top part and bottom part of the leaves. Okay, you can spray it. Then you can keep it for you can keep this for 3 months. I mean, the expiry date for these preparation 3 months. For that bitter gourd emulsion also you can keep it for 3 months. And then turmeric water spray you can keep it for 1 week, not more than that. So you can use like this.
And Priya, what do you do for aphids and other sucking pest?
For all this, you can use the bitter gourd spray, 3G, turmeric spray. This is enough. Actually, turmeric spray you can use normal turmeric spray regularly. You can use whether the pest is there or not. Never mind. You can use any time. Actually, that's why I'm telling you prevention is better than cure. So every 20 days once or 15 days once, you have to use either neem oil emulsion or better guard emulsion or turmeric spray, anything one. Monthly once, at least monthly once, how to use. It should be better. So actually this 3G, actually it acts as 75% pest repellent, 25% it acts as a growth supplement too. So you can use regularly, like the turmeric spray also. The growth of the plant, I mean, the greenishness will be more when when you are not used. So that the turmeric spray is very better to give a very good growth. You can see the very good growth in while you are using turmeric spray.
Okay. And how do you identify like the root rot or ant infection? Because whenever
Okay.
there are aphids, it starts secreting. Now you have told like prevent it. Okay, you know how
Okay.
we are. Even we can prevent with our unave marundu. We prevent a lot of disease, but we don't. We
Yes.
end up in the
Okay.
hospital, right? So we never did
Okay.
any prevention, but we got the disease. So I'm trying to find a remedy for the aphids, and because they start secreting sweet liquid, so
Yes.
ants start coming for that, and then they spread it all over the garden, right? That is one of the most dangerous infection I have seen in a home garden. So
Yeah. Actually, yes. Yeah.
yeah,
You
go
finish
ahead.
your question. Okay, okay. Actually, uh, you can spray the turmeric. I already told you the turmeric and the garlic spray. Once you get affected from yellow vein mosaic virus, you can use that spray. Like that, the bitter gourd emulsion is also not only. I mean, not only I asked you to use prevention is better than cure. It's not only like that. If you get any pest, if you find any pest or anything, you can use the same. If you are not used before, you can use after. Once you find the defect from your plant, can use the same, the 3G, the bitter gourd emulsion, and the turmeric and neem oil emulsion. Also the can use neem seed extract also. You can use for that root is used. You can use uh, neem cake, can use neem cake or neem leaf, dried neem leaf, can mix with the soil to get rid of that root in, pest.
Thank you, Priya. And
Okay.
how about like growing the marigold for nematode and everything?
Yeah, it acts as a good repellent for nematodes. You can grow that, marigold plant nearer to the main plants.
Okay. So, would you like to?
It also attract honeybees too. The
Okay.
yellow flowers attract the honeybees too. The pollination issue never come. Also, for that nematode issue will not come while you growing along with main crop. The marigold, while you growing marigold along with the main crop.
Okay. And can you also talk about companion crops? Like some of them have deep root systems, some of them have an aerial root system. So, like, we don't
Yes.
want to have root competition because, especially in a backyard garden, the space is limited. We want to grow
Yes.
more in a
Okay.
less space. So, we don't
Okay.
want, like, because of the crowded planting, we don't want stunted growth or anything. So, if you choose the right companion for each crop, I think it will support each other in the growth. So,
Yeah.
would you like to talk about that?
Yes, I will tell you. Actually, For this, you can each and everyone can implement, whether you are having land or whatever it is, you can implement the 5-layer model in your TG also. That needs to be somewhat some lengthy container, like that fridge boxes. You can use fridge boxes, or that fruit boxes, thermo boxes, like that. If you having only one, you can implement that 5-layer model. From that, you can get all companion plant. You can grow all companion plant in that one simple box. Like that, there are 5-layer model means first layer. The fifth layer will be the tall canopy plant, like you can grow like drumstick plant, or like that, anything you can grow
Banana.
which having tall canopy. Okay, that is the fifth layer. Then the fourth layer, canopy cover vegetables like the creepers, vines, like that you can grow, which you can grow nearby that tall canopy plant. Okay, after that, mid cover fruit bearing vegetables like the brinjal, tomato, like that, chili varieties, some beans. Beans means short
Bush.
dwarf variety. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. That you can grow. That's a third layer. Second layer, that second layer, ground cover vegetables like meaty, spinach, lettuce, some greens, like that you can grow. That underground vegetables, the first layer is the underground vegetables like carrot, yam, radish, and onion, garlic, turmeric, like that you can grow. So in the simple only one box, the refrigerator box, if you get a refrigerator box as a container, or anything, you can grow all these 5 layers in a single pot. You can grow. So this will save space and getting good yield. Actually, growing vegetables in multi layers, that helps plant protect themselves, produce more per unit area with rich in flavor, and then the taste also good. You can get good nutrition. So my suggestion is better to grow every terrace gardeners go for 5-layer model. At least one box you can do a 5-layer model. There you can plant herbs also. So soil should not see the sunlight. Soil should not see the sunlight. Only the leaves of the plants should harvest the sunlight. So you can follow this one. You can get a good and better yield, uh, like that. So each and every plant protect themselves in this model. I find this, each and every plant protect themselves. Since the tall canopy plant protect that canopy cover vegetables, like that the canopy cover vegetable plants cover that mid cover fruit vegetables. Then that mid cover fruit bearing vegetable plants cover the ground cover vegetables. Okay, like meaty, spinach. So each and every one will support each and thing. So that's why uh, every TG, terrace gardeners, have to do this 5-layer model, 5-layer model. So we used to do this, and here we guiding to do this only. The space will be, we can utilize fully and get good yield from this.
So later,
Is
if
there
you
any
can
question?
share the layout plan
Yeah, sure.
in a drawing form, that will be like very,
Yeah, sure.
you can upload it to our page or group.
Sure, sure. Okay.
Okay. Now, the next stage, like you have started your kitchen garden, you have taken care of all your infection and everything else. So you're going to harvest, right? Um,
Yes.
Now, this needs to be an ongoing process. So,
Okay.
how do we save all the seeds for next season, or how do we propagate? We have to multiply, because nature gives an abundance. You put like one seed, it gives you thousands of seeds back. So,
Okay.
you being a
Okay.
seed saver, I also want you to tell about how many varieties of brinjal you have revived.
Yeah, 180 varieties till now.
180 varieties,
Yes.
180.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Yes,
like
yes.
unbelievable. I think it'll be a great thing if you guys have a seed bank, where you can preserve every single native variety of seed. And hats off to you. You have been spending
Thank you.
money out of your pocket to spread the
Yes.
seeds with
Yeah.
everybody. And
Yes.
let's keep, conserving our heirloom varieties and everything. Please tell me about the seed saving methods and how do you propagate and things like that.
Okay. I will skip screen share one second.
Yeah, we are interested in seeing all the pictures that you can show us.
Yeah. Sure, sure. Yeah. Just I'm showing you one picture regarding how to. Can you see the picture?
Not yet. I can see it just says started screen sharing.
Can you see the picture?
Um, Not yet. It just
Your
says,
voice is not audible. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, I
Just
cannot see.
you look at this picture.
Yeah, now I can see the list. Yeah, open
Okay.
any one specific image so we can see it.
Yeah, I opened. Can you see the picture?
Yeah, I can see the whole screen, but not one single picture. I
Yeah,
think
no,
it's a little
I'm
slow.
sharing only one.
Yeah, I think it is little, there is a lag.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Can you
think,
see? I'm sharing only one picture only.
yeah, till now it is showing all the pictures. Yeah, you can keep talking while the image opens up, or you can upload it later also in the page.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Now I'm showing the picture how to take a brinjal seed from a plant. Actually, this you can see. I'm collage make this picture. See the part one. Actually, the brinjal seeds you can take from a plant fully reaped. Okay, the reaped fruit from the plant is taken and kept in a container which is airtight. Okay, so you can put like this. This is a process for ferment process and taking nodital murai. This can be told as nodital murai in Tamil. So after that, the fruit will be after decaying. You can press it from the water, and then we washed out, and then we take the seeds. You can see everything in the picture. This picture speaks everything than me. You can see. So like that we are saying. Once the seeds are taken from the fruit of the brinjal plant, you can wash and keep in a sunlight dry. I mean, sun dry should be 15 to 20 minutes is enough. After that, have to dry in shadow dry only. You have to do for 1 week. 1 week to 10 days you can shadow dry and keep. You can, if you are using within 1 year, you can use wood ash or cow dung ash. I mean, mixed with the ash. Then you keep it in the container. You can save in the container. If you need to save for 2 years like that, you can refrigerate. You can put the seeds without ash, wood ash. Ash should not be added while keeping refrigerator. Then the fungus will form. The seed will be spoiled. So you keep it in Ziploc cover and keep it in a fridge door. Top of fridge doors, not freezer point. Please note, should not keep it in freezer point. It should be keeping fridge door. Top of fridge door, you can keep that. Ziploc covers. Then the germination will not spoil. You can use after, around, it will be last for 2 years. You can keep it for 2 years. Like that only we are saving the seeds and spreading to lot. Because since we are having very low space, so we cannot grow all varieties in one season. In this season, we are growing something around 50 variety of brinjals. Each variety I'm planting only one plant only. I'm having one plant for each variety since we don't have enough space. That's why. Okay, after that, we are putting the date of when the seed is taken. We mark the date, everything, and keep it in the refrigerator. Next season, we used based on our sowing, based on the date. Date-wise, we are planting the seeds. So like that. So the same procedure you can follow for tomato, brinjal, and fleshy chilies. Not for that layer is, if it is the layer, thinner layer, it should be a dried, the chili should be dried, then you take on the seeds. Like that, the bindi, ogra, and bottle gourd, like that, you can take the dried pot from the plant. From that,
Yeah.
you can keep.
A quick question.
Yes.
When you say dried,
Okay.
should we sun dry or shade dry?
No, the sun dry, which one? The fruit vegetable seeds or what?
Any seed. When you say dry the seeds, do we sun dry it or
Yeah,
shade
dried seeds,
dry it?
yeah.
Is there any
Yeah,
specific
15 to 20 minutes. Once taken, once washed with water, the seed should be 15 to 20 minutes you can sun dry. After that, you have to shadow dry for 1 week to 10 days before storing. That is the best method to store the seeds.
Okay.
Is there any other question regarding the seed saving?
No, it'll be nice if we can see the pictures because we are seeing the entire screen, like, your list of pictures, not one single picture.
No, I am sharing the single picture.
Yeah, I don't know, some issue.
Here I am seeing the single picture.
Yeah, so I think some issue. So you can upload it later.
Sure, sure. I will upload all the pictures and PDF format. I will give it to you. You can upload in FB.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
And okay, now you talked about seeds and everything. What about stem cuttings, air layering, or picking babies, suckers, or runners? There are like so many methods you can propagate your plants. So what kind of plants, what kind of propagation, if you give a brief overview, that will help us.
Okay. You can use cutting for some plants like meaty, like that. You can plant it and it will be grow. Everything while putting in stems on everything, you keep it in shadow and light. Like that, you can. My connection is cutting. Hello, can you hear me, Akka?
Yeah, we can hear you well.
Okay. 1 second. There's a connection problem in me. Okay, you can use the stem cuttings, and for that, the runners for what it calls as vallarai, like that, you can get a runners, can keep that runners, you can plant it in soil, and then.
Ponnangani comes from stems. Most of the grains.
For papaya plant, you can air layering. Yes, yeah, Ponnangani. Yeah, that spinach, all most of the stem cutting. And one more thing, like you can put air layering, especially the guava plant, you can air layering, papaya plant, you can air layering. If the plant grows very tall, the papaya plant, you can air layering and can grow in TG. So while doing air layering, just take a sharp knife and just you cut the, I mean, the portion which is going to the air layering branches, just you put a sharp, using the knife, you can put a small trash, and you can put a small wooden piece of slide. You can insert the wooden branch, then you can roll with soil and plastic cover. I mean, cover that with some plastic wrap. I mean, wrap it with soil. Just you sprinkle the water every day. Should be the moisture should be maintained. The roots, the new roots will come. After that, you can cut and take it and kept it. I mean, and keep it in your terrace garden. I mean, TG. This will, you can get a dwarf variety. You can get dwarf variety. The especially in guava plant and the papaya, you can grow in TG. I mean, the terrace pots.
Is there anything else like I forgot to ask you that you would like to add?
Yeah. I mean, I also need to tell something about that plant boosters.
Okay.
We actually we are seeing only the pest control things. We
Yes,
already
yes.
told
So
you
you need to talk
like
about
that.
plant booster and also the flowering
Yes.
agents.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Actually, for flowering, for everything, these are the basic. Each and everything have to know these basic things. It's enough for all gardeners. I mean, whether ornamental plant or veg plants are too. Mulching is very important, and the Jivamrutam is very, very important. So mulching takes a vital role growing the vegetable plants. Okay, so the basic plant boosters are fish amino acid, egg amino acid. Well, if you can't do fish amino acid, then you can prefer pumpkin amino acid too, and then egg amino acid. If you can use anything from this. So the fish amino acid, I think each and everyone knows about fish amino acid. I also told here too, you can get a fish from the shop. I mean, the waste also
Waste.
enough to, yeah, the waste also, fish waste also enough to make fish amino acid. 1 kg fish, add 1 kg jaggery or can sugar, like that. Or else, yes, fish amino, 1 kg fish plus 1 kg jaggery. Just you add
Getting fish
and
waste
make
for people in India, getting fish waste for people in India, it's easier. But
yes,
here
of
in the
course.
US, it's going to be very difficult. So we will be more interested in pumpkin amino acids because
Yeah,
that
you can
is
use.
like you can even grow at home and you may not
Okay,
need that
sure.
many pumpkins. So
Okay, then
partly we
you
can
can
use
use.
it for the plant boosters.
Yes, you can use pumpkin amino. Amino acid is also same like that of fish amino acid. It acts same like that of fish amino acid. You can chop the pumpkin very nicely. Do not remove skin or seed. You can use it for growing purpose. You can remove and keep the seeds. You can use all other things. Per kg pumpkin needs 1 kg jaggery. Mix both together and keep it in a container. Okay, it should be closed, should not be kept in sunlight, should not pour any water into the container. Keep it for around 20 days is enough. The pumpkin amino acid is ready, then you can use for the plants. Once the plant leaves came, 5 to 6 leaves, then you can use this acid as a plant supplement. I mean, growth supplement or plant boosters, like that. Okay,
For all the
so
20 days,
from this
do you stir it or just leave it closed? Do you
no,
open every day?
actually, no, no need to open. Actually, as a TG, I mean, terrace gardeners, it's hardly you can make, I mean, 1 kg is enough for them. So for 1 kg, the container you can, no need for open. Just you shake the bottle, it will be mixed together. So no need to stir. Using a spoon or something stick like that. If you could not, I mean, no need to use. So when you shake the bottle, it will be mixed together. So like that you can do whenever you have time. It's not compulsion to stir each and every day. So after 20 days, it will be ready to use. For that, 1 liter water, you can use 5 ml of pumping amino acid and spray to the plant. Plant leaf, you can give soil too. For soil, you can add 10 ml for 1 liter water. So you can pour to the soil. So pumpkin amino acid you can use like that. Jivamridam you can make whether you are getting fresh cow dung, it's well and good. If you don't have fresh cow dung in your area, you can use other animal waste like that. Horse dung can use. Jivamridam making, I will tell you, is it possible to get horse dung there? It's not possible.
No, few people like who have access to it, they can get it. But if they're living closer
Okay.
to downtown, it is very difficult. If they're living in the outskirts, then they can.
Okay.
So you can maybe in the group, you can
Okay.
explain that or send a
Sure.
video.
Okay. Sure.
I'm
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
interested to know about egg amino acid because everybody has
Okay.
access to eggs. And when you
Okay.
say egg, is it necessary to have country egg or
No.
even
No need.
the
No need.
broiler egg is fine?
No. Any type of egg you can use. Like you can use the duck egg also. It's
Okay.
equivalent to country egg. So you can use duck egg or any hen egg. It's good. So you can take four egg. You can take four number of egg. Keep it in a container. The container should be with lid. Okay. So keep four eggs. Should not be break. Okay. You should not break the egg. Just keep as it is inside the container and fill with uh, lemon juice. Okay. The lemon juice should not mix with water. Okay. Just fresh lemon juice. Around 12 big lemon is enough for that four eggs. The four eggs should be inside that juice. Okay. So in that level you need that quantity you need. So that four eggs should be inside that juice. The juice level should be higher than the egg. Okay. So keep it for 10 days. The egg will grow as it is. We should not grow. It will broke. It will be broken. The eggs will be broke. Then you can add 150 grams of jaggery inside the inside that egg amino. Okay.
So
And
you
then
add the jaggery
you
only
can
after the egg breaks, right?
no before jaggery.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean before adding jaggery, the egg breaks as it is. We never break.
Yeah, yeah, I know. After the egg
Okay.
breaks by itself, you add the
Yes,
jaggery.
yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Have to add the jaggery. Then you can stir it with a stick or you can shake the bottle. Then after that, after adding jaggery, you can leave it for 1 week. Then it will be ready to use. From this egg amino acid, you can use 1 liter water can add up to 5 to 10 ml. If the plant is very bigger, you can use 10 ml. Otherwise, you have to use only 5 ml. It's highly concentrated, so never give overdosage. Anything you never give overdosage to the plant. If you feel that you gave overdosage to the plants, then just immediately you sprinkle with water to the plants. It will be in safer side like that. Then for the flowering, if you need to get good yield, then have to spray that Temur Karisal. I mean, sour buttermilk spray. Sour buttermilk spray is better to get good flowering for the plants. It should be spray when it is in when it takes. I mean, the plant takes the budding stage. So in that time, have to spray sour buttermilk. Sour buttermilk you can prepare by. I mean, in your home, you can make a curd I mean 100-gram curd, you can make it as a 250 ml of buttermilk. Add water and can use the mixer to make it as a buttermilk. And that buttermilk, you keep it for 7 days in a shadow place. Okay, put a lid and keep it for 7 days. It become very sure. So after that, you can add uh, 1/4 teaspoon of asafoetida. Okay, if you having asafoetida, you can use it. Give a very good and better result than empty sour milk. If you having coconut milk, you can add, but for TG, no need to add coconut milk. So the farmers can use the coconut milk. We no need to add coconut milk. It's give a better result when you add asafoetida. So 1/4 teaspoon of asafoetida you add with this buttermilk. Then you can spray to the plant. You add 1 liter water, then 100 ml of this buttermilk, sour buttermilk. You mix together and spray to the plant. So the flowers will not fall down. It sets all flowers set fruits. So sour buttermilk you can make from your home itself.
Very nice, hopeful listing that people will be able to use. How
Okay.
about the Parakaraisal? Because like
Yeah.
sometimes you end up wasting your fruit or even your fruit peel and everything. You know, you throw it in the compost. Before throwing in the
Okay.
compost, you can make the karaisal and then put it back in the compost.
Yes, you can use that. I mean, the papaya, sometimes mango, pulp, everything, maybe the waste, papaya, all the crops taken from kitchen. I need to tell you one thing about that kitchen scraps. I mean, the kitchen waste, cutting waste, all you can put as a dry mulching. You just sun dry it and put to the plant as mulching. Can use it as mulching. Like that you can use, or else you can use that fresh. The fresh vegetable cutting waste, the papaya waste, anything you can. If you having 1 kg of these kitchen cutting waste, then you can add jaggery. Just around 200 grams is enough. 200 to 250 grams is enough. Just you mix it together and keep it in shadow. Put a lid. No need to put airtight. Just you put a lid. Just to close it like that. Then keep it for around 25 days, 20 to 25 days. Then the enzyme is ready. You can use it as a plant booster.
Okay. And even
So
though
each and everything you have to dilute more. Dilute more to before spraying to the plant.
And Priya, even though we didn't have composting in our presentation today, you know, there are
Yes.
people asking about it. And also after preparing all these plant boosters and paracarisal or whatever, you end up
Okay.
with a large quantity of waste because you're filtering and using only the liquid for spray. So all the solid waste we will be throwing away. So you can maybe talk about composting as well, which will be more useful.
Okay.
So what is the
Actually,
minimum time needed if you want to do quick composting? People don't have time at all. They always look
okay.
for 2-minute Maggie
Quick
noodles.
composting. Okay. Actually, you can use that kitchen waste. Just use mixer. Just you grind the all waste, then sprinkle to the soil directly. You can sprinkle to the soil that waste. Kitchen waste, cutting waste. That's an immediate and instant result. Like that, you can make a compost like just you have a drum like 5 kg capacity drum. Each and every one can have this 5 kg capacity, just paint buckets or anything like that with lid. There you can put the kitchen waste. Each and every time if you put a kitchen waste, have to close with soil like something like that, cocoa peat, everything
Dry,
you can.
dry medium.
What are the things
I think Priya's bandwidth is pretty low, and because of the video and everything, it keeps cutting off. Priya,
yeah, actually
we just
problem
got you
in.
back. We lost you for a little bit because of your bandwidth.
Okay.
Um, so you told about grinding everything in a mixie and then
Yes,
spreading it in your garden.
instantly you can use.
Yeah, but
And one more thing.
the only downside I see here is it attracts a lot of ants, rats, other things. So can we sprinkle some chili powder or something to stop that? How long it takes? Like 2 to 3 days to completely mulch if we are doing a thin layer like this?
Yeah, thin layer will form. Yes, definitely. When it is dry, the thin layer will form. Have to, I mean, have to lose the soil by using fingers or some small instrument like kalakottu like this.
Hmm.
How to lose that soil. That is better if you put the mulching. I mean, if you put dry leaves as mulching, if you use it, then you pour it above that mulching, it will
Okay.
be fine. The soil should not be harder. So I mean, the dry leaves, better it should be decomposed quickly when you pour
Okay.
like this.
Perfect.
And one more thing, you can put that, I mean, in that bucket, you can put that kitchen waste. Need to add each and every time, need to add soil or cocoa peat, everything, since to avoid bad smell from that bucket. Okay, that's why have to put like this. Then you can add that sour buttermilk inside the drum uh, to decompose quickly. Then you
In
can
this
use that
method, do
Jivamritam.
you keep tossing it? Do you mix it frequently or no?
Now, no need to mix frequently. Once the drum is, I mean, the drum is filled, then you keep as it is. Then you can you can need to keep another drum to use. Okay, in that time, you can pour some sour buttermilk inside that first drum. In that time, you can mix it for quick decomposing. You can mix it.
Okay. So it's more like a layering, right? Like the layer biryani
Yes,
you're
yes,
talking.
yes, yes.
So thank you,
So
Priya.
that the decayed water,
Uh-huh.
okay, so that the decayed water will be absorbed by that soil or that cocoa peat, like that, so that it will absorb that water. I mean, the decayed water.
Okay.
And
So
the
if
smell will not come. Okay,
if
yes.
I have missed anything, please feel free to upload any of the, reference videos you have prepared.
Yeah, sure,
5-layer model you're talking for a kitchen
sure,
garden.
sure.
Because
Okay.
Palekar ji's 5-layer model, we use it
For
in
land
cities,
purpose. Hmm.
36 by 36. But like for a
Yes.
kitchen garden, whatever worked for you, if you can
Okay,
share
sure.
it, I think it's going to help a lot of people. And
Okay.
by the way, viewers, I forgot to mention,
Actually,
Priya is a certified trainer for zero budget natural farming. She is a Senadipati, and she does wonderful services by doing free training.
actually, I need to tell
Sharing.
one thing. The language is the issue for me. If it is in Tamil, this 1 hour is not enough to me.
Yeah, I know. So
To
we will
teach.
do one Tamil session also. Maybe we can do a Zoom call with all the viewers in the Zoom call. So if they have questions, they can interact directly with you. So maybe during the week, I will arrange that so it doesn't interfere with our weekly sessions. So, for exclusive, it's not fair, only Tamil speaking can attend. If you are very comfortable, sharing it in Tamil, at least those people can attend, and we will try to organize another session completely in Tamil. Thank you so much, Priya. That was very, very elaborate explanation on pest control, plant boosters. And one question I forgot, actually, I'm sorry. While I'm wrapping up, I'm just thinking this, the pollination issue, right? So a lot of times you see female flowers and male flowers, but they don't seem to have any pollination happening. And I keep telling, sorry viewers, I think we lost Priya. So we will explain about the pollination also. I think the session was very useful for all of you. And we will upload a few videos uh, for all of the preparation, and some pictures also from a garden and all the 180 varieties of brinjal. I don't know if she has labeled all of it as well. So I will check with her, and then we will go from there. Thank you very much for all the viewers, and thanks Priya for your wonderful time. And even though it is late in the night, you just connected for us. Thank you so much. Happy gardening.